Hi guys, and welcome to my channel where I practice my English speaking skills. One day I hope I will become a good speaker of this beautiful language, but to do so I need to practice a lot. Am I right? I am right. Definitely I'm right. So, without any further ado, today's topic is all about fake news. So, a pretty similar topic to yesterday's one, but I will talk about it from another angle. So let's get started. Have you ever heard of fake news, false or fabricated news? Yep, I've heard a lot about them, especially in the context of the Russian war against Ukraine. There are many fake news about that subject, especially. Uh, hmm, I will say it differently. In Poland, here, we have a growing minority of Ukrainians. I believe it's about 2 millions of them here. So, quite a big minority, we have to admit. Where do I get by this? I want to say that there are plenty of fake news about them, especially at the times of election, where the rivaling parties were fighting for a vote of their constituents. So you can heard, you could heard many fake news, fabricated and false news about them, like they get free pensions, or they have free healthcare. Simply they are in the first place. Not the Poles, but the Ukrainians are in the first place for our government. That's the main narration about it. You can say, you can also hear that they are hiding from the war in Poland, and they don't want to work, etc., etc. So, the main thing that comes to my mind when I think of fake news is the subject of Ukrainians. But there are also many others subjects like, I don't know, woman-man relationships, or I don't really know. You can find them everywhere, so it's really important to be careful when you find some news, because many of them can be fake. And moving on to the next question, where do we most often find the fake news? So it used to be in show business. Some rag magazines were muckraking, I believe that's the phrase, were muckraking, looking for a sensation that they can describe. And but these days, it's all about social media. In social media, I think that everything is fake these days, especially the news. So why is that so? In social media, it's difficult to verify the information that you find. And pretty much anyone can write anything they want, and no one is going to check it for authenticity. So it's really easy in this day and age to be faked, to fake something. Not only news, really. You can create your whole fake persona on the internet, but that's the topic for another video. Another question is, what examples of fake news can you think of? I've already given you an example of the Ukrainian minority in Poland. So I'm not going to answer that question again. Moving on to the next one. Can fake news be dangerous? I think they really can, and they are dangerous because let me touch upon the example that I've mentioned, that one of the Ukrainian minority. Why fake news can be dangerous? Because it creates hostility between our nations. And you can hear more and more negative opinions about that minority. So it can lead to an escalation of a conflict. I start to think that we don't like each other anymore. In 2022, when Ukrainians massively come to Poland because they tried to escape the war, we greeted them warmly. We took them into our home, and in my opinion, our relationships were at their peak. But from that time, our relations were slowly moving downward. And these days they are at their lowest, I think. And it's thanks to fake news to a degree, and I think to a high degree it's thanks to fake news, because I don't want to repeat myself. Fake news create hostility and no one verifies them, and that's why they're dangerous. So, can I sum it up in some way? I think I can. So, fake news are extremely dangerous subject nowadays because it's never been that easy to create a fake news than it is now. And we only read headlines. Most people do it, I think. And we definitely don't verify the information that we come across on the internet. So it's really easy to manipulate our opinion. So yeah, that's it for today, I think. All I ask you about is to think when you come across an information and to be skeptic about it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.